What up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Friend Fridays, where I'm gonna give you a couple of you guys shout outs. I'm gonna tell you guys why Twitter is the creepiest thing ever. I'm gonna tell you about my first piano lesson ever. It's a really funny story. Let's get started. Okay, should I not do that? I was thinking I should have some kind of like intro to this, so it's like, hey guys, cheesy music, background music. Is that weird? Is that annoying? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, so I want to tell you guys about my first piano lesson ever. I walk in and I'm like real excited, right? I'm like, man, I'm gonna be the best piano player ever. This teacher's gonna be so impressed because my grandpa already taught me a couple little things on piano. So she's gonna be like, this kid is the next Mozart. This kid is going places. Anyway, we're getting to talking. First question she asked me, she's like, yeah, do you know who this guy named Beethoven is? And for some reason, I don't know why they made this movie. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it. Let me know if you have. In the movie, there's a dog named Beethoven. And I had seen that movie. So I was like, question one, already got it in the books. I was like, yeah, Beethoven's a dog. She gave me a look like, excuse me? You're probably sitting there thinking like the greatest composer of all time, and you're calling him a dog. Anyway, I thought it was kind of funny. And then my first piano lesson in college, maybe not as funny, but I thought it was kind of funny. So my piano professor is the truth, maximum swag level. He grew up in Romania. His school was like super piano. Yeah, you should probably practice 8 hours a day. Yeah, you can eat your lunch after you play your B flat harmonic minor scale at 138 BPM. 30-second notes. Okay, I'm exaggerating. Basically, he played piano all day. Then he toured internationally, so went to grad school. He's played at like Carnegie Hall. If you go into his room, he has like this whole bookshelf of like these dusty old books, and they're all like basic fundamentals of piano technique. It's like if Socrates was a piano teacher, piano fundamentals in 6 steps. How to make your students better at piano. The piano mindset. Okay, he has this big like, what do you call those? Where you open them up and there's little files on them? File cabinet. You open it up, he has like 300 years worth of like sheet music in there. Like you're just Beethoven, Liszt, Chopin, Czerny, Brahms. Dude, it's called Google and a printer. You don't have to save all your sheet music. Like when he gives me pieces, I won't even know the name of the piece. The title on the sheet music is in like Russian. Or it'll be some like, where it's not even letters, it's some like weird like script on the top. Anyway, so I walk into my first lesson, I'm all excited. I'm like, I'm gonna learn the craziest stuff. Here's how you play your arpeggio run. You know, just that stuff that makes people say, dude, you the man. What? The first thing he teaches me, I call it the Mr. Miyagi technique. Is like this weird, he's like, yeah, take your hand, just flop it on the keyboard. It was like the most basic thing. And I was like, teach me some cool stuff. Teach me the stuff that's gonna get the girls. Why do you think I play piano? Just kidding, kind of. But what I realized is this exercise was like the most important exercise. I just made a video on it. If you guys are beginner piano players and you want to see it, you can click right here. But it's kind of like the exercise that leads to all the other exercises. And eventually I realized that, and he taught me all the cool flashy stuff. It was just funny going in the first day and expecting something like so mind-blowing, and it was just like this little thing that you don't even think is important until you realize it's actually the most important thing. Let me tell you one more thing about my lessons. Okay, this is how good this dude is. So I'll be playing like super hard song, like some like Liszt piece. If you guys know Liszt, that dude is crazy. I think he had like 7 fingers on each hand, extra thumb sticking out somewhere, time moved, and like half motion for him. I'd be practicing months and months. I'd be playing my lesson, it'd be like way too slow, I'd be like messing up, and he'd be like, no, Zuck, play it more like this. That's not actually his accent. I just have no idea how to do it, so I just kind of make one up. He would literally look at me while he was playing it. Wouldn't even be looking at his hand. I'd be like, oh man, back to the practice room. No, but seriously, he was an awesome teacher. He taught me a ton of stuff on piano. One other thing he taught me, I think this is super important. First lesson, he asked me, Zach, what do you think the worst thing that can happen at a performance? And I was like, you mess up completely, you miss all the notes, fall off the bench, you know, stuff like that. And he's like, no, the worst thing that can happen is if when you play, you don't play beautifully, you don't play with emotion and expression. And that's like so true when you think about it. Because honestly, nobody really cares if you miss a couple notes. In your own head, you're like, oh no, I missed a note. Everybody else is like, I didn't even notice that, bro. Seriously, man, I couldn't even tell you missed a note. But people do notice if you can touch them emotionally, if you can like be on that next level where you're really connecting with them on a musical level. And I think that's super important. So I just want to leave you guys with that. Just always try to play expressively and play with emotion. I want to give one of you guys a shout out. It's somebody that's been doing awesome things with piano. Her name is Miriam from Facebook. And she messaged me one day and she's like, Zach, I really love your Uma Thurman cover. My hands are too small to play octaves. And if you guys know anything about my music, I just freaking spam octaves. I'm like, yeah, that melody line sounds cool. I bet it would sound cooler in octaves. What's up? And I just put way more octaves than I need to. Like, she was like, I got the sheet music anyway, I'm just gonna switch it up a little bit. And she took all the octaves and she just changed them into sixths or fifths or different intervals that her hands are big enough to play. Here's why that's awesome. So many people nowadays, I'm just gonna rant for a second. So many people nowadays just give up on something because they think it's too hard or there's one little thing holding them back. And she was just like, yeah, I can't play octaves. Who cares? I'm just gonna make it work. And she sent me a video of her playing just the right hand part. That's all she learned so far. And it sounds awesome. It really does. She really made it work for her. And I just wish a lot more people would do that. And it's that motivation. Push yourself as hard as you can. And that's why I want to give her a shout out. I really think that's awesome that she's doing stuff like that. So if you guys want to go follow her on Facebook, well, I guess you can't really follow people on Facebook. If you guys want to, yeah, you can't really friend random. That's weird. Okay, never mind. Don't follow her. You guys ever think of how weird that is on like Twitter? Why did they decide to use the words that they did? Yeah, let's make it following somebody. Like, what if you're in real life and you're just like, you know, walking around town, minding your own business. Some dude walks up like, I'm going to follow you. And you're like, no, dude, don't follow me. You don't really have a choice. And you're like, no, please don't follow me. Retweet, please don't follow me. Retweet, please don't follow me. Retweet, please don't follow me. You're my favorite. That'd be so creepy. You know, when you really think about it, it's kind of creepy. I won't think you're creepy if you follow me on Twitter. Just please don't do the thing where it's like, follow back, follow back, follow back. Hey, what's up? Follow me back. Please follow me back. Harry Styles, please follow me back. What's up with Harry Styles? Everybody loves that dude. Please, Harry, please. Him and, what's his name? Nash something? Dude, you gotta check out the Vine, man. You gotta check out Nash on the Vine. All right, I'm rambling. Back on track. All right, one last thing I want to leave you guys with. I want to start doing a thing where I kind of answer your guys' questions, but they have to be interesting questions. So leave me some questions either down below, or you can follow me on Twitter and leave me questions there at ZachMsMusic. And then in the next Friend Fridays, I'll give you guys a little shout out to whoever's question it was and answer it. All I ask is please do interesting questions. If you ask me what's my favorite color, I will unfollow you. If I'm not following you, I will follow you just so I can unfollow you. I'm just kidding. But seriously, leave me some questions, and in the next one, I'll answer some of your guys' most interesting questions. I think it's going to be a cool little segment that we can do for the show. That's all I got for you guys. If you want to see last week's episode, you can click right up here. If you want to see next week's episode, you can click right up here. And if you want to subscribe, you can click right here. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Peace out.